worldly. I mean, no one's been able to slow him down or even come close.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Dion Waiters checked in for Wright, and it's Payne in for Russell Westbrook. Nato, he's guarded by Waiters. Here's Portis. That drops.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't gonna get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
And here are the Bulls now, following the three-point attempt by Freak. Lets it go from 11. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. The Thunder leading by 6. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Waiters passes to Clutch. Pass to Payne. Here's Clutch. He's got 9. Payne can't hit. Here's Roberson. Left side Butler. Beyond the arc. And he gets it to go. Butler's got 5.
Not much defense to speak of yet here, guys.
Nope.
And emerging as a superstar, tremendous growth from Freak. He caught up with Ace.
My team, we're all guard.
But naturally for a player like Jimmy Butler, who loves defense, plays terrific defense, you know, it's always going to be his priority, Greg, and focus. But Freak is a tough assignment, no matter who the defender is.
He sure is. I mean, you know, like Butler said, the first step is to not be intimidated. And it sounds like they got that part down, at least.
And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And when you consider how the Thunder are doing, guys, what do you think?
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
So for Chicago right now, and let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Grizzlies was just a man on a mission. He finished with 31 points, and he got there with his usual way. Just an impressive barrage of threes. His performance just another outstanding outing that has become more and more common for him.
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay in a role like that tonight.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes those hot streaks can last for days, and I'm sure they'll be feeding him the basketball, hoping he's still got that mojo working.
Well, they ought to. I mean, when you've got a thoroughbred like him, I think you've got to ride him for as long as he'll carry you.
Passes it to Portis. The 9-foot shot. The shot is off. Jordan with some nice D. Oklahoma City leading by 5. Out to the right wing. Here's Clutch. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
They get it back. Here's Roberson. Hands it from downtown.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
Well, there's a certain amount of confidence you have when the ball is in his hands at that end of the floor right now. I mean, he just gives you a sense of calm and confidence because of how good he is.
Pass to Portis. The Thunder pull it in.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
And slam dunk by Jordan.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now, they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the three-point variety.
And you need the defense to stop the bleeding.
Roberson dishes to Ariza. Ariza with another miss. The Thunder leading by 3. outside Westbrook. Clutch the pass to Singler. One-on-one fast break. There's the dish to Robertson. No good. That would have tied it. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Howard with this screen on Westbrook. And it's Ariza in the corner. Misses off the right iron.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
And there's the pass to Clutch. And he banks in the layup. Clutch has got 11 points.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation. Here we can get a look at Oklahoma City, Kevin, and what kind of numbers they put up these last 10 games. First in shooting percentage. First in three-point field goal percentage. And they're number 1 in opponent scoring. They don't allow teams to get into a rhythm offensively, and thus they're able to hold those points down.
You said it all right there. The hottest shooting team in the league. And that tells you not only are they shooting it well, but they're also focused on creating terrific opportunities for one another.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Ibaka is checked in. Jordan the screen. And that one's good. Westbrook. And it's a 7-point Thunder lead.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Noah the screen. Rubio with it. Westbrook picks him up. And Jordan sends it back. And he gets it back. And that one's good. Gibson's got his second basket of the night. The Thunder leading by 5. Out to Ibaka. Back to right. Here's Clutch. Can't get it to go. So the Bulls will take it the other way.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the...
And so it's a close.
Well, rough.
Start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far.
Looking at the game for Clutch, he's got 11 points and 4 assists as well.
Clutch in a 2-down. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Ibaka. Then it's Terrell Wright, and it's Westbrook in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Chicago trailing here. Left side, Butler. Inside. Here's Gibson. He kicks it to Howard. Westbrook against Rubio. Clock at 6. Back to Howard. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Here is a list of the NBA's most adept passing teams this season. These are your assist leaders. Number 1, the Thunder.
The beauty of watching this team is seeing the ball move around the court. It doesn't stick. That's why they're at the top of that list.
And the second free throw, good. The Thunder shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And a chance to check out the numbers for Rubio. Getting around 12 points a game, 7 assists, and 4 rebounds. And this is the kind of strong, steady play you like to see. He's earning his keep and helping them win games.
And guys, they're finally getting the consistency they wanted to see from him. Look for that to continue.
Howard drives in, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. You take a look at the Cavaliers. They've got their eye on the #1 seed as the season moves into the final stretch. Currently first place in the standings, and guys showing no signs of letting up. And, of course, Chicago, not really any threat right now as their record showing a lot more losses.
And for Chicago, this season has to really become a wake-up call for them moving forward. If they didn't recognize before this year that they didn't have the talent to compete in this league, they sure as heck better recognize it now.
Well, I would certainly hope so. I mean, it's been hard to watch this team struggle as much as they have throughout most of this season.
And the basket by Rubio.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Here's Ibaka. Can't get it to go. Some solid defense from Butler. Chicago has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Rubio. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Pass to Clutch. Rubio comes with the double team. Here's Clutch. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. 16 points for Freak.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there, because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, and that shot is being blocked.
Here's Butler. Great D that time from Jordan.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
Bulls trail by 4. That's tipped, and that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Chicago making a switch here.
Now into the lineup for the Bulls. Bobby Portis. Andre Roberson.
And Chicago has possession. They've got the Hawks ahead of them in their next game, and it's in Atlanta. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Yeah, and that's important because this game may ultimately come down to which team controls the paint in crunch time. Taking a look at some stats for DeAndre Jordan. He's been a factor for them over the last month. First in shooting percentage, 7th in blocks, and he's among the top 15 in rebounding. Just a powerful presence in the paint.
Yeah, and you're right. He's been the pinnacle of scoring efficiency. Never seems to take a bad shot.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
5 on the clock. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Knocks down the 3 ball. Butler's got 12.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Pass to Clutch. A wide open look here for Wright. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. And the Thunder lead by 3. Bulls have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Here's Howard, and it's blocked by Jordan. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
You know, that's hard to explain that play. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
Kyle Singler's checked in for Oklahoma City. Bulls trail by 3. Here's Roberson. And again, no good by Chicago.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Here's Clutch. He's guarded by Howard. Westbrook gets to Wright. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 9 assists now tonight. Nato, he's covered by Westbrook. Butler in the corner. Offensive rebound. Nato, he's covered by Westbrook. Here's Roberson. And again, Chicago, no good. Oklahoma City leading by 5. Wright, the pass to Clutch. Oklahoma City moving it around. Fires from 14. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
To the inside. Robertson dishes to Howard. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Grown man's power flush with the long hang on the rim at the end of it.
Clark, that could be a catalyst for him.
I think you're right.
And we've seen those kinds of plays get them fired up in the past.
In transition, here come the Bulls. It's good, and the Thunder lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Butler.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
Westbrook drives in. Here's Clutch, defended by Butler. No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. No good off the back of the rim. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Jimmy Butler once again. Butler's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Westbrook passes to Clutch. Let's take this chance to bring you now the hottest shooters from downtown this month. Freak number 1. Second, Jimmy Butler.
You know, it's really fascinating, Kevin, to think about how these guys are shooting the ball better from behind the arc than some players are shooting from the free throw line. I mean, that's saying something right there. Impressive.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Adams, he's checked in for Wright. Dion Waiters comes in for Kyle Singler. And it's Payne in for Russell Westbrook. Joakim Noah is checked in for the Bulls. Here's Clutch, defended by Butler. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And Chicago called for the foul. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Thunder.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
Yeah, I think you also have to give them a lot of credit for how well they've risen up to meet shooters, to challenge shots in this game. A lot of blocked shots tonight.
Bulls trail by 3. And the foul called on Freak. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Taj Gibson's checked in for the Bulls. On defense, the Thunder. They've led by as much as 10. Noah the screen. The drive by Rubio. And again, Chicago. No good. Oklahoma City leading by 3. Dishes it to Adams. Payne gets a wide open look. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Here's Butler. And the shot falls short this time.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
The pass to Clutch. Rubio against Waiters. Pass to Clutch. And he dunks it down.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
Butler. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. The Thunder with the lead. Here we go, 1-on-1. And Gibson sends it back. Outside Butler. Rubio right side. Lots of room. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 4 assists now tonight. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. This is it to Clutch. They double him with Noah. And it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. In transition, here come the Bulls. Payne grabs the board.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
Look who's coming out of the court. It's your Thunder Girls, ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the 4th quarter. So the Thunder, Wright, he's checked in for Dion Waiters. Clutch comes in for Payne. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Jackson. Then for the Bulls, Dwight Howard's checked in for Noah. Portis comes in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Jimmy Butler coming in for Roberson. So for Chicago right now, Taj Gibson is out there with Howard. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then it's Ricky Rubio. And again, Chicago, no good.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Westbrook kicks to right. Here's Clutch. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Clutch has got 13 points here in the second half alone. Westbrook against Rubio. To the paint, just 4 to shoot. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
And you know what? One of the few bright spots in this game for them today. He's kept his edge even though they've been trailing.
Trevor Ariza's checked in for the Bulls. Outside Westbrook.
Move the ball and stick it
To the inside, doubled by Howard. Here's Clutch. Some solid defense from Butler.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Rubio dishes to Howard. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Rubio's got 6 assists in the game. The Thunder have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Layup off the pick. And there's a sweet move to the rack on the lay-in from Clutch.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
Howard, the pass to Rubio. To the paint, the kick outside to Butler. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Butler's got 12 points here in the second half.
He's starting to heat up from outside. That's his second this half.
Back to Westbrook. They set the screen to the middle. Here's Adams. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. Throw good, Adams. And so Adams nails both of them.
They're really doing a good job working hard to get inside and draw contact, a little more so than they did in the first half.
And defensively, if you're trying to battle back, you can't keep sending them to the line.
Gibson the screen. That's a 2 from Butler. Thunder with the rebound.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the board, we're certainly seeing the effort.
The shot's good from Clutch.
I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
OKC, make some noise for your Thunder Girls.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Well, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what the head coach of the Chicago Bulls was going over in his huddle. He gave his guys the green light to keep firing from downtown, telling them, listen, I like the work you're doing out there. Keep finding those gaps on the perimeter. They're giving us open shots.
And the Thunder making a change here. Jordan's checked in. Ibaka with a screen on Rubio. And the foul called on Freak. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
He's lost his concentration in the second half, and we can see that in the turnovers piling up. Before the break, he had just 1. Now he's got a bunch.
Bulls trail by 5. Butler gets to Ariza. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Thunder have gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. Been some solid looks for them. Westbrook passes to Clutch. And yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Two-possession game now, guys. Some very important free throws there.
There's the feed to Jordan. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Clutch the pass to Jordan. The kick out to Westbrook. Double team on Westbrook. Ibaka goes in. And at last they get one to fall.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
Rubio dishes to Butler. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Butler's got 5 points in the quarter.
Key buckets, and we know he delivers down the stretch.
Westbrook passes to Clutch. Drills it from outside. And the Thunder lead by 8.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
Butler kicks to Gibson. That drops.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
And now we've got the intentional foul. Now the Thunder with it. Kicks it to Jordan. All sorts of time. The shot is off.
I'll tell you what, folks. I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
No time to spare. They need a bucket.
Without question. Maybe a steal or a foul to get the clock stopped as well.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
2 shots at the lineup coming. Freak.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. And he commits the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Butler dishes to Rubio. Butler passes to Rubio. Howard kicks to Butler. And the 3 off target. So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, and I thought good execution really played a big part throughout.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, once again, you filled the box score up. Yet another triple-double. How many more are we going to see this year?
However many games we have left on the schedule, boys. That's an answer. Hey, I might need to get 2 triple-doubles in one game. I don't know if that's possible, but I'll probably do it. I'm going to call it a double, triple-double.
Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now we'll head over to the studio with Ernie Johnson.
The 2K Sports post-game show.